Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the 60 TP Lewandowskiego, the tier 10 Polish heavy tank, and obviously it has been announced as in it's currently under testing and official statistics have been released, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So basically, let's start off with the HP pool, and it is a 2600 HP. Now this is very good. I don't know if you're allowed to put additional sandbags like on the VK90 for example, but 2600 HP is still very good. Especially you can probably add another 150 HP with extra equipment, making it around 2700 or something like this. Now this is very good for a heavy tank. This means you will live long and you can do more damage, etc. Now this is very good. In terms of armor, the front of the turret is 200 and the front of the hull is 120, but all these numbers don't mean anything because we don't know exactly how big or how thick the armor is going to be because we don't know the angles, etc. So talking too much about the armor isn't gonna do too much. We just know the raw numbers, but this means nothing. In terms of view range, it's 250, more or less standard for heavy tanks, but the worst is yet to come. The gun is probably one of the worst heavy tank guns at tier 10. The DPM is 2100. I don't know if this is a 100% crew, because if it is 100% crew, this is horrendous. This has to be one of the worst guns at tier 10, at least for heavies. This is horrendous. It's horrible. It's unbelievable. The reload time is almost 16 seconds while you have a 560 alpha gun. Now, I knew the 60 TP Lewandowskiego wouldn't have a same alpha gun as the E100 because that would just mean the E100 would be irrelevant. I knew they would do something like 560, 580, but it would definitely be under 600, and it has come true. Now, everything else is more or less standard, and in comparison to other large caliber heavy tank guns like the E100, the gun is quite good. It's quite good, but the DPM and the damage, they just don't fit along. Let's be honest, 16-second reload is just horrendous. Now, if this is a 50% crew, maybe this will still be okay. But if this is a 100% crew, oh my god, this is horrible. This is really horrible. And I think the caliber, the alpha per shot should be at least 600 or something like this in compensation. Because other than that, this is very bad. Now, the gun depression is 7 degrees. This is very good because as far as we know, the turret is going to be quite decent. 7 degrees isn't too good, it's not too bad, it's just in the middle. It's okay to fight on ridgelines, etc. Now, if the gun is very bad, and if this will be the case, I hope the armor is going to be very good. I hope the armor is going to be like that of the IS-4, or at least the IS-7, or something in between. Because if this thing won't have any armor, this is just going to be horrendous, and it's going to be a very bad heavy tank. Now, we're still not over. The bad things are still not over, and now we come to mobility, which is very important if you're playing for damage or if you want to, stop the cap or something like this. The maximum speed is 32 kilometers per hour, while the average speed is 22. Oh boy, 22 kilometers per hour is very bad. I hope this tank will have insane armor, but obviously, guys, keep in mind this is only being tested, but they will most likely change, but this is early updates. So I hope the tank won't be registered into the game like this. I hope they do change it, because other than that, this tank is going to be very bad. If the armor is good, which I hope it is, and the gun and mobility is bad, then this tank will be very mediocre, if not really bad. However, I think they should update the alpha. The alpha should be a bit bigger, maybe 600 or something like this, and then everything would more or less fall into place. A big, chunky alpha gun, more or less slow and good armor would make a very good combination, at least in my opinion. Overall, the tank itself is very good looking as well. I really enjoy looking at this, and I'm very hyped for this, but I really do hope the alpha will be a bit bigger and the gun will be a bit more comfortable and the speed will be at least close enough to other, super heavies like the Kranwagen. I think this will be good. But other than this, we don't know if they're going to add any special special things you can use on the tank, such as that of the E5, for example, a super boost or increased accuracy, etc, etc. We don't know if things like this will come out, but so far, if the tank will be added into the game like this, I think it will be a very big disappointment, especially for all the big Polish players who are anticipating for this tank. So yeah. So this is all I had to say for this tank today, guys. Tell me if you agree with me in the comment section below. And with that, happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.